Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a fundamental truth. When it comes to success, you need to work more than everyone else. Now, I know that might sound simple, but let me tell you, it's anything but easy. It's the difference between those who rise to the top and those who stay in the middle. The world is full of people who want success, who dream of greatness, but very few are willing to do the hard work it takes to get there. Success isn't just handed to you. It's earned through sweat, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to your goals. That's why you have to be willing to outwork everyone around you. Here's the key: working more doesn't just mean putting in more hours, although that's part of it. It means being consistent. Day in and day out, you're pushing forward. No excuses. No breaks when things get tough. Consistency is what builds momentum, and that momentum is what will separate you from the crowd. But with consistency comes sacrifice. You'll have to give up some of the things that others aren't willing to let go of: comfort, leisure, even time spent with friends. But remember, what you sacrifice today will pay off tomorrow. Discipline will become your best friend. It's what keeps you focused on the end goal when distractions are calling. And finally, let's talk about the mindset you need. Working more than everyone else requires not only physical effort, but mental strength. You've got to embrace growth, learning from every failure, improving with every step. The more you grow, the more capable you become. And that's when you'll find yourself rising above the rest. So, if you want to succeed, there's no shortcut. You need to outwork, outlast, and outgrow everyone around you. That's how you win. When it comes to success, one undeniable factor that separates the average from the exceptional is the ability to outwork everyone else. It's often said that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, and there is profound truth in that statement. No matter how gifted or skilled you may be, it is the work ethic you apply consistently that ultimately determines your level of achievement. Many people have dreams, aspirations, and ideas, but fewer are willing to put in the effort required to turn those dreams into reality. The key is simple but powerful: you need to work more than everyone else. Outworking others doesn't mean merely putting in more hours or working longer days. While time and effort are part of the equation, the deeper meaning lies in the quality and focus of the work you do. It's about giving more effort than anyone around you, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. It's about taking full ownership of your goals, pushing beyond your limits, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. When you approach your work with this kind of intensity and determination, you start to see results that others simply cannot match. One of the main reasons why outworking everyone else is so important is because most people are content with doing just enough. They clock in, do the minimum required, and clock out. They go through the motions thinking that by showing up, they'll eventually get ahead. But success doesn't work that way. True success comes to those who are willing to put in more than is expected. It comes to those who set higher standards for themselves than anyone else would. It's about going above and beyond what's required, not because someone is watching, but because you are committed to your own excellence. When you work more than everyone else, you create opportunities for yourself that others miss. You gain more experience, sharpen your skills faster, and learn from your mistakes sooner. Every extra hour you put in, every additional effort you make, adds to your foundation of knowledge and expertise. Over time, this gives you a significant edge over your peers. While they may still be figuring out the basics, you've moved on to mastering advanced concepts. While they're taking a break, you're moving one step closer to your goals. There's also a psychological advantage to outworking others. When you know you're putting in the effort that others aren't, it builds a sense of confidence and self-reliance. You develop the mindset that you're capable of achieving more, because you've already proven it to yourself. This confidence becomes a powerful driver of success, because it pushes you to keep going even when challenges arise. You've built the habit of hard work, and it becomes second nature to keep pushing forward. But let's not overlook the role of discipline in outworking everyone else. Success requires consistency, and consistency requires discipline. Anyone can put in extra effort for a short period, But the real test comes in maintaining that effort day after day, week after week, year after year after year. This is where many people fall short. They get discouraged, they lose focus, or they become complacent. But if you want to truly outwork everyone else, you must stay disciplined in your approach. You have to wake up every day with the same determination to push yourself, even when no one else is pushing you. Outworking others also requires a willingness to embrace discomfort. It's easy to work hard when things are going well, but what about when the road gets tough? What about when progress seems slow and the obstacles feel overwhelming? This is where most people give up. They decide that the effort isn't worth it, that maybe they weren't cut out for this after all. But those who succeed are the ones who push through the discomfort. They work even harder when things get tough because they understand that breakthroughs often happen right after the hardest moments. They know that by continuing to outwork others, they're moving closer to their goals, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Working more than everyone else sets a precedent for those around you. When you consistently go the extra mile, people notice. Whether it's in your workplace, your community, or your field of expertise, others will recognize your dedication. This often opens doors to new opportunities, partnerships, and collaborations. People are drawn to those who are willing to put in the effort because they know that level of commitment brings success. Your work ethic becomes a powerful tool, not just for achieving your own goals, but for inspiring others to raise their standards as well. In conclusion, if you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to outwork everyone else. It's not about being the most talented or the smartest, it's about being the most determined, the most consistent, and the most disciplined. The path to success is paved by those who refuse to be outworked, who are willing to do what others won't. So take control of your work ethic, push harder than anyone else, and watch as you rise above the rest. Success is not an overnight achievement, it is built over time through consistency and perseverance. When we talk about the need to work more than everyone else, we must understand that it is not just about the hours we put in today, but about the effort we sustain over weeks, months, and even years. Success demands more than bursts of energy or short periods of hard work. It requires a long-term commitment to consistent effort, especially when the journey gets tough. This consistency combined with perseverance becomes the backbone of lasting success. Consistency means showing up every single day, regardless of how you feel or what obstacles lie in front of you. It is the daily commitment to push forward, even when progress seems slow or invisible. The truth is, most people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack consistency. They might start off strong, filled with enthusiasm and energy, but when the novelty wears off or when the results don't come quickly, they slow down, lose focus, or give up altogether. But those who succeed are the ones who keep going, who understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Perseverance is what keeps you going when the road gets tough. It's about pushing through the challenges, setbacks, and failures that inevitably come your way. Everyone faces obstacles on their path to success. No matter how well prepared you are, life will throw curveballs at you, unexpected difficulties, disappointments, and roadblocks. Perseverance means having the mental and emotional strength to keep moving forward, even when it feels like everything is working against you. It's not about avoiding failure, but learning to embrace it as part of the process. When you combine consistency with perseverance, something powerful happens. You build momentum. This momentum is the force that carries you forward, even when the effort feels heavy. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, it starts off small, but as it gathers more snow, it grows and moves faster. The same applies to your efforts. Each small, consistent action you take builds on the previous one, and over time you start to see significant progress. It may not be visible at first, but if you trust the process and keep moving forward, that momentum will become undeniable. Maintaining consistency and perseverance is no easy task. It requires discipline, which is the foundation that holds everything together. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to work hard when you're motivated, but real success comes from working hard even on the days when motivation is low. Discipline is what pushes you to get up early, stay late, and put in the extra effort when others are resting. It's about sticking to your goals and staying true to your vision, even when distractions and temptations try to pull you off course. One of the biggest challenges in maintaining consistency and perseverance is the lack of immediate results. We live in a world that values instant gratification. People want quick wins, fast success, and immediate rewards. But real success doesn't work that way. It's a slow, steady climb, and sometimes it feels like nothing is happening, even when you're putting in the work. This is where many people lose their way. They expect quick results, and when those results don't come, they get discouraged and quit. But those who understand the power of consistency know that success takes time. They trust the process, knowing that the seeds they plant today will eventually bear fruit, even if they don't see it right away. It's important to recognize that setbacks and failures are part of the journey. No one achieves success without encountering difficulties along the way. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is how they respond to those setbacks. Do they give up and walk away, or do they persevere and keep moving forward? Perseverance means seeing failure as a learning opportunity, not a reason to quit. Every setback is a chance to improve, to refine your approach, and to get stronger. The path to success is rarely smooth, but those who persevere are the ones who come out on top. Another critical aspect of consistency and perseverance is maintaining focus. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to lose sight of your goals when you're constantly being pulled in different directions. But to succeed, you must stay focused on what truly matters. Consistency requires you to prioritize your time and energy on the tasks that will move you closer to your goals. It means saying no to distractions, even when they seem tempting, and staying disciplined in your efforts. In the end, the combination of consistency and perseverance creates a winning formula. It's not about working hard for a short period and then expecting to coast on that effort. It's about putting in the work day after day, staying committed to your vision, and pushing through every obstacle that comes your way. When you are consistent in your efforts and persevere through the challenges, success becomes inevitable. It may take longer than you expect, but the results will come. The important thing is to stay the course, trust the process, and never give up on your journey. In the pursuit of success, one of the hardest truths to accept is that you cannot achieve extraordinary results without sacrifice and discipline. While we often admire the achievements of successful individuals, their wealth, status, or influence, we sometimes overlook the personal sacrifices they made to get there. It is easy to envy the rewards of success, but few are willing to do what it takes to earn those rewards. At the heart of working more than everyone else is a willingness to give up comfort and leisure in exchange for long-term success. This is where the power of sacrifice and discipline comes into play. First, let's talk about sacrifice. Sacrifice is about giving up something you value now for something far more valuable later. It's a trade-off that requires you to think about the bigger picture, to focus on long-term gains instead of short-term pleasures. We live in a world that often prioritizes instant gratification. People want quick results, easy wins, and immediate satisfaction. But success doesn't come instantly, and it certainly doesn't come easily. To truly outwork others and rise to the top, you must be willing to sacrifice some of the comforts that many people hold dear. One of the most obvious sacrifices you'll have to make is your time. Time is the most precious resource we have, and how you use it will determine your level of success. While others might be spending their evenings watching TV, scrolling through social media, or hanging out with friends, you will need to dedicate that time to working on your goals. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy leisure activities, but it does mean that you must prioritize your time differently. You must be willing to spend more time working, learning, and improving yourself, even when it's not the most exciting or relaxing option. The hours you invest now will pay off in the future, but only if you make the conscious decision to sacrifice immediate enjoyment for long-term success. Another major sacrifice comes in the form of comfort. Growth does not happen in the comfort zone. When you choose to outwork everyone else, you are choosing to push yourself beyond what feels comfortable. This means tackling difficult tasks, facing your fears, and constantly challenging yourself to do more. It's easy to settle into a routine that feels safe and familiar, but that's not where growth happens. To achieve extraordinary results, You must be willing to step into discomfort, to take risks, and to embrace challenges that stretch you beyond your current capabilities. Sacrifice alone is not enough. To truly outwork others, you need discipline. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. It's easy to work hard when you're feeling inspired, but the reality is that inspiration comes and goes. Discipline is what allows you to stay consistent in your efforts, even on the days when you don't feel like working. It's what pushes you to get up early, to keep going when you're tired, and to maintain focus when distractions try to pull you off course. Discipline is not something that comes naturally to most people. It's a skill that must be developed over time. It requires a commitment to your goals and a clear understanding of why those goals matter to you. When you have a strong sense of purpose, discipline becomes easier to maintain because you know what you're working toward. But discipline also requires a level of self-control. It means saying no to temptations, whether it's the temptation to procrastinate, to give in to distractions, or to take the easy way out. It's about staying focused on what really matters and being willing to make the tough decisions that will keep you on track. One of the biggest benefits of discipline is that it creates structure and routine. When you establish disciplined habits, you don't have to rely on willpower or motivation to get things done. You've built a system that allows you to be productive consistently, even when external circumstances are challenging. For example, if you discipline yourself to wake up early every day and dedicate those early hours to your most important work, it becomes a habit. Over time, it feels less like a sacrifice and more like a natural part of your routine. This is how discipline becomes a powerful tool for outworking everyone else. It turns hard work into a habit, not a choice you have to make every day. Sacrifice and discipline also go hand in hand, because without discipline, sacrifice becomes unsustainable. It's one thing to make sacrifices for a short period of time, but real success requires ongoing sacrifices over the long term. Whether it's giving up certain comforts, working late nights, or postponing gratification, you need the discipline to maintain those sacrifices consistently. The people who achieve the greatest success are the ones who are disciplined enough to make sacrifices and stick with them, no matter how difficult it becomes. In the end, the willingness to sacrifice and the discipline to follow through are what will set you apart from others. Most people are unwilling to give up their comfort or leisure, and as a result, they never reach their full potential. But if you are willing to make those sacrifices and commit to a disciplined approach to your work, the rewards will be far greater than anything you've given up. Success requires hard work, yes, but it also requires the willingness to do what others won't, both in terms of sacrifice and in terms of disciplined, consistent effort. The key to success often lies in your ability to push through obstacles and maintain focus when the journey becomes challenging. One of the fundamental aspects of outworking others is to stay committed, even when the path ahead is not clear. Resilience plays a crucial role in this journey. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, failures, and challenges, and continue working toward your goals. No matter how hard you work or how well you plan, you will inevitably face difficulties along the way. Those who succeed are not the ones who avoid obstacles, but the ones who push through them, learn from them, and emerge stronger on the other side. When you commit to working more than everyone else, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed a smooth, easy path. In fact, the more you push yourself to achieve big goals, the more likely you are to encounter setbacks. It might be a failed project, a missed opportunity, or an unexpected challenge that throws you off course. The important thing to remember is that these obstacles are not the end of your journey, they are part of the process. Resilience is what keeps you moving forward when others might give up. Resilience begins with your mindset. How you view obstacles will determine how you respond to them. If you see challenges as roadblocks, something that stops you in your tracks, you'll be tempted to quit when things get tough. But if you view obstacles as opportunities for growth, you'll approach them with a different attitude. You'll understand that every challenge you face is a chance to learn, to improve, and to become stronger. This mindset shift is crucial because it allows you to see the value in adversity. Instead of being discouraged by failure, you become motivated to work even harder and smarter. One of the biggest obstacles many people face is fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. Fear can paralyze you, preventing you from taking risks or pushing beyond your comfort zone. But resilience is about acknowledging that fear and moving forward anyway. It's about trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way, even if it doesn't go according to plan. The more you face your fears head on, the more resilient you become. Over time, fear loses its power over you because you've proven to yourself that you can survive and thrive no matter what challenges arise. Another crucial element of resilience is adaptability. When you work more than everyone else, you'll find that things don't always go as planned. Strategies that seemed foolproof might not yield the results you expected. Opportunities you were counting on might fall through. Resilience means being able to adapt to these changes without losing sight of your ultimate goal. It's about staying flexible, adjusting your approach when necessary, and continuing to move forward even when the circumstances change. This ability to pivot and adapt is what separates those who succeed from those who get stuck in frustration when things don't go as expected. Staying focused is also a key part of resilience. Distractions are everywhere, and it's easy to lose sight of your goals when life gets busy or when new opportunities present themselves. But outworking others requires a level of focus and determination that goes beyond surface-level motivation. It means keeping your eyes on the prize, even when there are easier paths or tempting shortcuts. Resilience helps you maintain that focus, allowing you to push through distractions and remain committed to your long-term goals. One of the most important aspects of resilience is learning from your mistakes. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is that they didn't let failure define them. Instead, they used it as a learning experience, a stepping stone toward eventual success. When you encounter setbacks, it's easy to feel defeated or to lose confidence in your abilities. But resilience teaches you to analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and apply those lessons to your next attempt. This approach ensures that each failure makes you stronger and more prepared for future challenges. Resilience also requires a strong sense of purpose. When you know why you're working so hard, it becomes easier to push through the tough times. Your purpose serves as your anchor, keeping you grounded when the journey feels overwhelming. It's what reminds you that all the sacrifices, long hours, and hard work are leading you somewhere important. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to get discouraged when obstacles arise. But when you have a strong why behind your efforts, resilience becomes second nature. You understand that every setback is just one more step on the path to success. It's also important to surround yourself with a support system that encourages resilience. While working more than everyone else often means putting in solo effort, that doesn't mean you have to go it completely alone. Surround yourself with people who understand your goals and can offer support, advice, or encouragement when things get tough. Having a strong support system can make a significant difference in your ability to bounce back from challenges. Sometimes all it takes is a trusted mentor or friend to remind you of your strength and help you refocus your efforts. In the end, resilience is about perseverance. It's about continuing to move forward, even when the road is difficult, and knowing that the hard times are temporary. The journey to success is filled with highs and lows, but those who keep going despite the obstacles are the ones who achieve their dreams. When you commit to outworking everyone else, you're making a choice to embrace resilience as a core part of your journey. You're choosing to rise above challenges, to stay focused on your goals, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Thank you.